Hello, let me check up something here so we can begin. Mm. How is everyone, Banambi? How are you? Today we are going to make a two-piece outfit. Yeah. And I'm going to start with pattern drafting. All right. So, as I told you, we are making a two-piece outfit. And we are starting with pattern drafting. So let me check for everything I need. Where is my measuring tape? Hey, where did I put the measuring tape? Yeah. Give me a minute, I check my measuring tape. Okay. So we are going to start with pattern drafting. I'm going to make a pattern for this, for the top. The down part I'll just draft direct on my fabric. So good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching from. Good night. I don't know what time it is there, but here it's a good morning. So how are you? How is everyone? How are you doing? So I'm going to start with the top part. I'll draft the front and the back, then I'll go to the skirt part. So for the front, we are going to use this piece of pattern paper, and we shall start. All right, so this is my starting point. You can call it the shoulder line. Okay, I hope you can see me. Is this marker visible enough? Let me try to get a darker color. I feel as if it's not dark enough. Okay, so this is our starting point. It is our shoulder line. So we are making the front pattern. Yeah. So from our shoulder line to our bust line, mine is 10. Mark yours. From my shoulder line to my waistline, to my under bust, not waist, 13. From my waistline to my, oh my goodness. From my shoulder line to my bust line is 10. Shoulder line to under bust, mine is 13. And shoulder line to waist is 16. You determine how long you want your top to be. So I'm going to make mine 24. Okay. So I'm going to take the same measurements on this side. 10, 13, 16, 24. So I'm going to make these lines, as you can see here. Okay. So we are going to take our neck line measurement. I'm taking a neckline of 3 inches by 3 inches. So I'm taking 3 inches by 3 inches down. So on my shoulder line, I'm dividing my shoulder line by 2, which is 7.5. Then on that point, I'm going down by 1 inch. And I'll make a shoulder slope. Okay. And I'll put my neckline here as well. All right. So I'm coming on this bust line and measuring again the shoulder measurement divided by 2. So it is shoulder divided by 2, 7.5. On this same point, I'm coming up by 2 inches. And on that point, I'll make my chest line. So we are going to mark our lines. This is chest line. This is bust line, under bust line, waist line, full length. So I'm going to come here and connect this line to here. So that is it. So I'm getting my bust measurement. Your round bust divide by 4. So my round bust divide by 4 is 9 inches, 9.5 inches. I'll add 1 inch sewing allowance. The same measurement I use here is what I use on my chest line. So it's round bust divide by 4 plus 1 inch. Okay, so that's it. So I'm coming on this part as well. This is my under bust. I'll leave that. I'll go to my waistline and measure my, okay, I'll leave that as well for now. So I'm going to come on my bust point and measure my nipple to nipple measurement divided by 2. So my nipple to nipple measurement is 7 divided by 2 is 3.5. So I'm marking 3.5 on all these lines. So this is my nipple to nipple measurement, divide by 2. So I'm coming on my bust and taking my bust that I'm coming on my waist and taking a dart. So you take a dart of, you can take 2 inches, you can take 1.5 inches, depending on how busty you are. So I'm taking a dart of 1.5 inch and I'm dividing that dart equally by 2. So I'm putting 0.75 on one side and 0.75 on the other side. So I'm coming here on the bust point, I'm coming down by 1 inch. And here on my full length, I'm coming up by 1 inch as well. So I'm going to connect these points. All right. So after that, I'm taking my waist measurement, divide by 4. My waist measurement divided by 4 is 8.5. I'm going to add this dart, which is 1.5. I add it here, 1.5, and add 1 inch sewing allowance. Okay, so I'm coming on this line and I'm redoing my neckline. Now I'm going to take a neckline. I want a square neckline, some sort of. So I'm taking a neckline of 5 inches. And here, I'll come out from my original neckline by 1 inch. Okay, let me come out by 1.5 inch. So I'm going to take my neckline from here and I'll make my neckline how many inches wide? 2 inches. My shoulder line, rather, not neckline, 2 inches wide. Okay, let me first finish this, then I'll come back to that. I'm going to come here and take this line, the measurement of this line, and divide it by 2. After I come in by 0.5 inches, and I'll make an armhole here. All right, so I'm going to join my pattern together. So on my full length, I'm taking the measurement of my hip measurement, divide by 4, which is 11.25 plus 1 inch, making it 12.25. So I'm going to join these points together. I'll use this my rule and join these points. I always tell you, your pattern may not look like your neighbor's pattern. We have different body shapes. So if it doesn't come out like the other person's pattern, as long as you have everything right, it's okay. So I'm going to take a bust dart of 1.5 inches. So this is on my bust line, I'm taking a bust dart of 1.5 inches. You can take up to 2 inches according to what you want. So I'm going to take a bust dart of 1.5 or 2. Okay, let me take 2. So I'll come and connect this here So this is a dot, and this is a dot as well. So I'm redoing my neckline. I'm going to, remember we made a neckline of 3 inches here and 3 inches down. So I'm revising my neckline. I'm taking a neckline on this line of 4.5 inches. You might take 4, you might take 5, depending on what you want. That's completely up to you. But for me, I'm taking a neckline of 4.5 inches on this line. So from here, I'm marking this point here like this. And I'm coming and taking a neckline, shoulder line. Why am I calling it neck? I'm taking a shoulder line of 2 inches. You can take 2 inches, 2.5. So let me take 2.5. I'm going to use a shoulder line of 2.5. So I'm going to come down here. This top is going to be as it will not have sleeves. So I'm going to come down here by 0.5 inches. Here, 0.5 inches. And I'm going to connect from here to here. So I'll get my and I'll come down like this. Okay, so I'm taking this line. I'm not using this line anymore. Okay, so I'm using this line, and for here I'm going to square the line. So remember we came down here by 5 inches, so I'm going to square the 5 inches. This is 5 inches here, and I'm going to measure 5 inches. We measure 5 inches from this line, not here, from this line, the first line we did. So I'm taking 5 inches here. I'm just making sure it's a square, so 5 by 4.5 is here. Okay. So we are eliminating this first neckline. So to avoid gapping on this line, we are going to take away some inch from here. So I'm going to make a straight line up to here. Remember, it was our nipple to nipple measurement was 7 divided by 2, which was 3.5. So I'm taking this line from down here up to up here, and I'm taking a dot of 1 inch. 1 inch might be so big. Let me take a dot of how much? 0.75. 0.75 divided by 2 is what? I don't know. Let me use my measuring tape and just divide with a measuring tape. Okay, so this is it. I'll take 0.75. You can take 1 inch as well. Yeah, so this is to avoid gapping on our neckline. So that's our pattern. This is the dot as well. All right, so we are going to cut out our front pattern, but here I want to make this in a, what is it called, cup shape. So on this, my measurement on this side, I'll come up by 1 inch. Let me come up by 1 inch, 2 inches. Let me come up by 2 inches or 1.5 and take it all right. So this is going to be our front pattern. I might shape it more to be more pointed here, but I'll do that later. Yeah, I'll do that later. So don't make these points sharp. So remember, we are not taking this line now, we are taking this line. We go up here by 0.5 inches just for joining allowance. And then we come back here like this. So I did not first cut off this part. Chai? By then.
What?
Live. I'm making live.
What life?
Live YouTube.
You're the greatest. So stop.
Wait. I finish, I come. Okay, so my friend wants me to take tea with her. So I'm going to close this first. And after, okay, the difference is not so much. So I'm going to cut this out like this. I'm going to close this here, as you can see me. Where is the line? I do this every time. Maybe this should be this. So I'm going to close this. Okay. So after closing it, I'll take this point back. Okay. And cut off the excess we have. All right. So we are going to cut out this part as well. So when we are cutting on our fabric, this part is supposed to be cut on fold. Mark that it's supposed to be cut on fold. The center front should be cut on fold. So this is our center front. This is our side front. So we are going to make a back part. So it is supposed to be like this. Oh my goodness, what am I doing? This is the bust point. This is the under bust. This is the waist. Okay. So there are dots, a dot here, a dot here. Okay. So I'll put this aside and we are going to make our back. So for the back, is this paper enough really? Okay, okay. Just hope it's enough. All right. So let me start with marking my starting point. We are going to do the same as we did for the front. I'm taking my bust measurement, my waist measurement, and my full length. My full length was 24, but I'll not use 24 for the back. It will be shorter, okay? So I'll take my bust measurement, waist measurement. I'll make it shorter in the back. So don't worry about that. All right. So for the back, it's not going to be so complicated. Remember, we took a neckline of 4.5 inches on this line. So it was 4.5 inches. Okay. And our shoulder divided by 2 is 7.5. I'll take the 7.5 as well on this line. And I'll come up by 2 inches to make a chest line. I'll mark my chest line. So this is shoulder line, bust, waist, chest line. So I'm going to come down here by 1 inch. And from that 1 inch, I'll join to this point here. And I'm going to place this. You see this piece? Remember? I'm going to first mark the 3 inches we used on the front. It was 3 inches. So on that 3-inch mark is where I'm going to take the shoulder slope, because it's the same thing we did on the back, on the front. So from here, I'm going to take the 4.5 inches. So the 4.5 inches is around here. And I'm going to place this point on the 4.5. So it is around here. And I'm going to take, remember we left some space here, 0.5. So I'm going to mark here as well. So this is where our shoulder is, our sleeve is, our shoulder is going to pass. Okay, I just placed this on, not to take the measurements again. So this is our shoulder. So I'm going to come in by 5 inches as well. You can make your shoulder line not in the back. You can make it shorter or longer, whatever you want. So what should I take? Let me take let me take what? Let me take what? I'm going to take, okay, I'm going to take 5. No, I'll take 3 inches in the back. So I'm going to square it here. You can take it longer, you can take it shorter, whatever you want. Okay, it's up to you. So we are taking a shoulder. We are taking a shorter neckline in the back. I'm going to divide this by 2 and take that point. Then from here, I'm going to join to this side. But before that, let's take the bust measurement, divide by 4. Bust divided by 4 is 9 plus 1 inch, 9.5 plus 1 inch, 10.5. On the chest, it's also 10.5. So I'm going to take from here to here. Okay. So what else? Okay, I'm going to take a nipple to nipple divide by 2. Nipple to nipple divide by 2 on all these lines. Even from the top, because I need it also here. So I'm taking the nipple to nipple on both points and joining up to down. So on my waist, I'm going to take a waist dart of 1 inch. 1 inch meaning 0.5 on each side. 0.5, 0.5. So I'm taking the measurement from the bust, not from the under 1 inch below the bust as I did. And I'm taking this up to down here. Okay, so I'll take some, let me take 1 inch from the back. 1 inch, okay. I hope it's not so big. So I'm taking 1 inch from the back, on the back neckline. You can take 0.5. 1 inch seems big, but it's okay. I'll take 1 inch. Then after that, I'm going to take my waist divide by 4 plus 1 inch sewing allowance. And here I'll take my hip divide by 4 plus 1 inch. So I'm going to join here like this and join here like this. When you're cutting out this point, don't make it so sharp. Okay, so we are not taking a bust dart on the back. All right, I hope I've done everything right. All right, so I'm cutting out this pattern. I'll shape this on the front when I've finished sewing it to the front. Did I add sewing allowance here? Okay, I added the sewing allowance. Remember, we add the 0.5 on this line. So we have to put a zip allowance here. I didn't cut it with a zip allowance, but you have to put it there. So you have to observe that when you're cutting. So I'm going to cut this when I've already folded it in. Okay. I forgot something important. To avoid gapping on this line, I'm going to take away 1 inch from the center back like this. Forgive me, I did this late, but to avoid zipper bulging on the back. So remember to cut the my goodness. Remember to add zip allowance when you're cutting your fabric. Yeah, please remember the zip allowance. I'm going to fold in this part. So you can just split it. And join it here like this. Okay, so we are done with our back pattern. This is our back pattern. So this is center back and this is side back. Add zipper allowance. You can cut the zipper allowance on the pattern as well. So let me first do the skirt, then we shall cut this later. Or we cut this, then we cut the skirt. Okay, let me cut this first. So this is the center front. I'll cut the front pieces first. So I made this fabric by adding different layers of plastic bag. I joined different layers of plastic bag and hit them. So I'm going to use this for this. So I'll use it on this side. And remember the center, we are cutting it on fold. And we add sewing allowance. So It's a bit hard. All right, so we are going to place it, pin it, and cut it. And the neckline, I'm not adding sewing allowance. All right. So down you add a hemming allowance. Okay. And we are going to add a sewing allowance of 0.5 on the center part. I don't want so much. I just need 0.5. And I'm measuring it using my eyes. So if you can't use your eyes, please use your measuring tape or ruler to measure the sewing allowance you need to leave on the inside. And here I don't leave sewing allowance, just cut it as it is. So for the other parts, I'm taking black. I also did the same for the black. So for the side front, I need 2 pieces. I have to extend this a little bit up. .5 sewing allowance, please. You can use 1 inch, but I don't want to add too much sewing allowance. Sometimes it's difficult to take it out. Okay. I don't even add sewing allowance in my armhole. So here we don't add sewing allowance. We already added it when we are cutting the pattern. And we add Alright, so we are finished cutting our front pieces. So we are going to cut our back pieces. We are cutting remember we have to add zipper allowance on the back. So when you're cutting, add zipper allowance. I think I should cut the side back first, then cut the center back. Let me first try using this for the side back and see if it will be enough. So we are cutting the side back. This is our waistline. So remember we are going to add zipper allowance. So I leave some space here up. Okay. So for the zipper allowance, I'm going to add a zipper allowance of 1 inch on top, 1 inch on top, 0.5 inch on the waist, and 1 inch down. this will not work. So I'll just use my marker to indicate the zip allowance. You might not see it well, but I can see it from here. So when I'm putting zip allowance, I snatch a little bit on the waist. Okay. All right, you see this is the waist. So I'm adding a 0.5 inches here. Okay, so this is our back piece. The zip allowance we've added it. This is the waist. So we are cutting now our side back. Okay, I think it will be enough. These markers are dangerous to the nails. So we cut here as well. I don't add sewing allowance in my armholes. Remember, we already added the sewing allowance on this side, so we don't add anymore. All right. Eva de Maria, how are you, my dear? How is life? Thank you for watching this live. Okay, so we are done with cutting all our pieces. We have the back and the front. This is the front, and down is the back. So I'm going to cut the skirt, then we shall see the sewing part. I want my skirt short. Yeah. So I want it short, like how many inches? Like how many inches? I'm asking you. Okay. So for this skirt, we are going to divide our waist by 4. Waist divide by 4. So I'll take my waist. It's 34. 34. 34 by 2 is 17. 17 by 2 is what? 17 by 2 is 8.5, right? Yeah, it's 8.5. I knew that, but I just wanted to be sure. So you're going to look for a point here on this line that you can capture the 8.4. So plus 0.5. That 0.5 is going to cater for the joining allowance. You can leave 0. You can leave 0. What? You can leave even less than 0.5 because okay, we shall leave 0.5. Okay, so we are going to take 8.75. So I'm going to measure 8.75. So I'm going to look for a point that can capture that. The 0.25 is for the similar, for the joining allowance. So I want to take 8.75. So I'm going to place my measuring tape this way, not straight. If you place it straight, it's going to be curved. So you place it in a curved way, like this. So I'm going to get my chalk and curve. And after curving, I'll measure. how much I have. Okay, this will be enough. So this is going to be my waistline. Okay. So 38 divided by 2 is what? 38 divided by 2 is 19.5. 38 divided by 2 is 19. Huh? I need this skirt to be long enough. So this will not work because I'm going to bring it up like this. And if I bring it up like this will be its length. So it will not be enough for my skirt. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. So I've divided this by 2. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide my waist by 2. My waist divided by 2 is 17. So I'm going to get a point that can capture 17, right? Is it? No. I'm going to get my waist divided by 4 again. Yeah. Because I need 2 pieces of this. So my waist divided by 4 is 8.5 plus 0.5, which is 8.75. Remember, we said we are going to add like a small sewing allowance. So 8.75 is here. Where is my chalk? Okay. So when we bring this and fold it here, let me see what we get. I want to determine my skirt length. When I bring this and put it here, it will be 28. So that's what I'm going to do, but I'm not going to use this plastic bag. Let me get a smaller size. This will be too big for me to deal with. So I'm going to make something like a circle skirt, but in a stylish way. So I need 2 pieces. And I'm going to cut this. So we are going to open this up, and I'm cutting together. I'm not first time cutting everything separate. So I'm cutting these 2 pieces together. Make sure everything is arranged. Okay, so now we are going to fold in like this. and we are taking the 8.5. Taking 8.5 plus the 0.25. So I'll take all right. Doreen, how are you? I'm making a two-piece outfit. Now I cut the blouse already. So now I'm making the skirt. Yes. So I'm going to pin everything together, especially these parts. So now I'm going to come and take the longest part. The longest part on this skirt. So the longest I have is 49. 49, when we divide 49 by 2 is what? 49 divided by 2 is 25, around there. 24.5. So we are taking the longest part, which is 49. So I'm going to measure 49 around. Here I'll replace a fabric after. So I'm taking 49, the longest we have, 49. I come here, I measure 49 again. Let me use a marker. I can see that now. Okay, Doreen, thank you. So I'm taking 49 on all the lines. So you take 49 as you rotate around. From the waist is here. We already marked our waist. So you just go around, taking 49 inches. So here we cannot capture 49 on this line. So we will need an extra fabric to compensate for this space from here up to there. But I'll cut for now, and then we shall do that later. So I'm going to pin a bit. Then I'll use my marker to connect these points. So you see we have some gap here that is not to the 49 mark. You can see from here. We need something like this to cover up this space. So I'm going to get another piece and see how to cover up for that. So we need 2 pieces. Remember, we have 2 pieces of this. So we also need 2 pieces to cover for that space. The simplest I can do this is on fold already. I'm just going to place this down of this and pin it like 1 inch, approximately 1 inch from this. That 1 inch is for joining allowance. Okay, so I've used my eyes to measure the 1 inch. I hope they have not lied to me. I mean my eyes. So here as well, I'm pressing this to see where I'm going to pin. Okay. Some space is still missing here. This will not work. Let me devise another alternative. Let me find another way. Here we still have the missing parts. So I'm going to open this up. So I'll just fold this in like this. I'll join this part with a salt tape. Yeah. I will turn this side. We failed to make the 49 on this side, so we are now going to make it. So I'm going to bring this and fold it in here and measure 49 inches. So 49 here is here. So we just get and do this like this. Hey. Okay, so we are done with our skirt. I have I'm keeping these pieces, I need them. So I'm going to remove this and join this skirt together. goodness, sorry. So I first join this part. I think something is wrong with my tension. All right, so we have this part that was short. We are going to add the pieces that we made. Remember, we had these pieces as well. So So I'm going to sew on a very small sewing allowance, almost 0.25. So I'm going to join this part. Alright, so for this side we are done. Now we are doing this side. This is a circle skirt. What I'm doing here is trying to join the remaining pieces. It was too long and the fabric was not enough to cater for all of it. So we had to add an extra fabric. All right, so we now have our skirt, the full skirt. So this is our skirt down, but this is not where we want it to be. So we are going to first I'll join the last seam. I'll leave a space here, like not too much. I'll leave like 5 inches, then sew the skirt up to down. I'm going to measure 5 inches from the waist. So I'm going to turn my skirt. So this is the outer part, or the right side of our skirt. So from the inside part, I'm going to measure the circumference, or I'll just fold. I'm going to fold this skirt by 2, like this. Down, not up. Okay, so this part, I'm going to mark. Or I'll just notch, whatever I want. So this is the down divided by 2. So I'm going to divide it again, like this. And when I divide, I'm going to notch. I'm going to get my scissors. And notch. And notch here as well. And then I'll come folding again. And to notch, I'll just make something like a cut. All right. So it's what I'm going to do on this side as well. So first, I'm going to do this. Make a cut here. Then again fold in. And make a cut. All right. So after that, I'm going to bring this part, join it here. So I'm going to come on this side as well. This side. And come down on this part and bring it up. Okay. And pin it. Then we had the center part of this. I'm I'm also going to get it. This was the center, and pin it here. And get the center part here again, and also pin it up. So remember, we cut again somewhere here. So we are going to get the center of this, which is probably this, and get the center of this as well, and join it here. Do the same for this part. Get the center. Here we already cut, and join it here. Come on this side. Get the center, we already cut it, you can see here, and we already cut here, and we join. You do the same for here. Okay, this is the cut part, and this is the cut part. We join them together. So we are going to sew around this waistline, and we are going to pleat this part to make sure it fits here. So we are going to come pleating. Why I did this is to make sure that I've divided the parts evenly. So you can come as well again and get the center point, and get the center point as well, and still pin on like this. So I'm trying to evenly distribute the gathers I'm going to make. So you get the center, and get the center here, and join. It is as simple as that. All right. So I'm going to start. Yeah. I don't know if these threads will be enough, but I'll start. There was I'm looking for where I did not close. Okay. This is the point. What I'll do, I open this part as well. I'll open here a little bit. This is the seam line. So we are going to pleat as we are sewing. You can do night pleats, you can do box pleats, depending on what you want. So you fold your skirt in an orderly manner. Yeah. I'm following one pattern. So you can do knife pleats, you can do box pleats, you can do it as they do a can skirt. Yeah, so whichever pattern you choose to follow, try to make it uniform. Okay. So I'm pleating mine in a can pattern. Okay, we are done with our skirt. This is our skirt. I hope the waist is enough. Okay. So this is outside of our skirt. Let me first measure my waist. My waist is 34. So I have to make sure that I have 34 plus like 1 inch. Oh my god, it's 35. Okay, it's okay. So we are done with sewing our skirt. I'll put a waistband on it, and that will be it. I'll just put a waistband on it. Yeah. So this is how it looks like on the outside. And when we turn it the other way, this is how it looks on the inside. So you can wear it as you can wear it on the outside, or you can wear it on the inside, depending on what you want. But what I want is to wear it on the outside, because if I wanted to wear it on the inside, I wouldn't go through this hassle. So this is how I want to wear it. So let's join the blouse part. So our skirt is done. I'll place a waistband on it, but not now. So I'm going to make my blouse. This is the back. I'll put it aside and join the front first. Before I go anywhere, let me first thread my machine. Okay. All right. messed this up again. Oh my God. Okay, so we are going to join our brows. These markers with nails. So I'll turn this will be in the inside, okay? Remember we left 0.5 sewing allowance, so you have to observe that. 0.5 only. I don't know what happened. I thought it's battery, but it's not. Oh my goodness. So you have to open these seams and iron them. Okay? It's very important, more than I can emphasize. Yeah. And open the seams and iron them. very well. So we are going to join this part as well. Remember, we said 0.5 is what we left and is what we are going to use. 0.5 inches only. Only and only. So we are going to join here with the 0.5 I talked about. All right. Okay. We are supposed to do the same for this. Open up the seams, iron them. I cannot iron mine. You know the problem with my fabric. You know the issue with my fabric. Hey, when you iron it, you're done. But you're supposed to open up these seams, iron them so well. And yes. So this is what we have for the front. And we are joining the back now. This is our front. So for the back part, supposed to be placed like this. You see there is a curve on the waistline here. So we are going to join the parts together. We shall begin with here. I told you 0.5 sewing allowance. If you left 1 inch, sew out the 1 inch. If you left 0.5, sew out the 0.5. So I left 0.5, that's what I'm using. You will excuse my texture. It's like this. That's how the texture is. Yeah. So on this line as well, you're sewing the 0.5 Okay. So there is a shortage here, you can see. So this is the back. This is the back. So we are going to join it on the front. And we shall join the side seams first. Yeah. Anyway, let me join the sleeves first, the shoulder line first, then I'll join the side seams. So I'm going to join here. So we are going to join the side seams. Left 1 inch sewing allowance. I don't sew it all. I'll sew like 0.75. Yeah. For 0.5, you leave some allowance just for that, for your work not to be so tight. I got issues here. Anyway, I'll leave it as it is because this is delicate. It might tear, but if it was fabric, I would have made it right. So I just leave it. It might tear in the process. So I'm sewing this side as well. I told you I'll shape this part here after I'm done. So I want to shape this more. So I'm going to get this part and this part and align them together. I want to shape this like this. So this, I'm going to join the seams. And then so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come on this part, come up by 2 inches. I hope it will not be so short. I'll come up by 2 inches on this line and I'll come like this. And when I reach this part, I'll take this not so straight and not so pointed. Where is my cut rule? Okay, so I'm going to use this and take it like this. Oh my god, the thing pinched me. So I'm going to do like this. So I'll just come like this. Okay. So this is my shape. So the remaining part is placing a zipper on this my blouse and putting a waistband on my skirt. So one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to come on this point to avoid it from opening up. I'm going to back stitch here, all the seams. I'm going to back stitch on the seam lines, and that will be it. So the rest of the parts I'll do later. So we are done. I'll place the zipper. And that will be it. So this is our two-piece. It's a blouse and a skirt. I hope it will look beautiful together. All right, so I'm stopping here today. Thank you everyone who has watched. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll place the zipper and the waistband later. I might come back live, I might not come back live today, but whatever it is, hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when I put up a new video or when I come live. I usually come live almost every day, so please hit the notification bell. I'll finish up this later. So thank you everyone who has watched this live. May the good Lord bless you. I love you. And continue following up. Comment, like, share. If you have a request video you want me to do for you, you can tell me in the comment section that do for me such and such a video, or such a dress, or such a blouse or pant, whatever you want me to do for you. So yeah, I do sewing tutorials. I do online classes. If you're interested in online classes, yes. And yeah, you can tell me anything in the comment section. And my phone number is on my description of this YouTube channel. If you have any questions and you want to contact me, you can check my number in the YouTube description. Yes, otherwise, that's all we had to do for today. That's all for today. So any questions, anything you want to say in the comment section, questions, whatever you have, any comment, anything. All right, so yeah, that is it. Have a good day. Bye.